Okay, so it's so beautiful and cool in the evening now here. I just want to show you something practical, it's really important. So these are apples that Hashem grew for me, and they're organic. So we don't use any kind of spray or anything. So some part of it is really nice and clean, and some part of it has like some places where bugs try to get in, and maybe sometimes they got in. And so I'm very thankful to Rachelif, because my tree is like bursting. It's so many. There's no way I could, and it's Shemitah year, and you're not really allowed to put in the freezer, and you're supposed to just pick what you can eat within the next 3 days or something like that. So I need everybody to use my fruit in my garden, and now I want to just demonstrate it, and everybody can come and pick, and it's going to go bad. The apples, like, they need to be picked sooner than later, and Rachel is doing so much, so everybody can go pick. So now I just want to demonstrate with this apple. Okay, it's a little bit of an art how to deal with it, and maybe it's a little bit difficult for some people. But it's a mitzvah to eat it. It says, "Vayalachem la'ochla," and it should be for you for eating. So therefore, it shouldn't be just like for wasted and having the sun just like dried out. Okay, so the first thing, so this apple there are some apples that are nicer than this one. So this is one of the least good ones. So I wanted to show you. Okay, so first of all, usually there's one half that's pretty good. This half here only has a little bit, and you see there's something here. So when you cut it out, first of all, you need a knife with the point. That is very helpful. So you cut out the middle part that anyway you would cut off. Wait, the computer. Now you have to cut a little bit more. There are some apples that are much better than that one, but I wanted to show you that even this one can be used. Now, here was a little thing, so you cut that out. Goes through, and here is like this thing here. It's an inside. It's like that, so can't really eat that. And so you have to cut it out like this. And now here, you're still getting closer. All this piece, pretty. Afterwards, we're gonna clean here on the discs. Okay, this piece is good, and now this piece is completely good. Okay, if anyone wants, help yourself and taste how amazing good it is. Now this piece here has just like one little thing here. I make a little circle around it. I got all of it, okay, in one go, just to make sure I make it it just came off like this. The truth is, this is me. You don't have to be as crazy as me, but I cut this part. That's also good. Okay, but most people wouldn't, so I understand that, and that's okay. This piece is perfectly good. Tell me how it tastes. It is, and crisp. Okay, and it's so, okay, what can you do? This is how Hashem grow them. They're organic. What can you do? Okay, so this one, so basically with the apples, there are 3 sorts. The kind of apple that is like almost completely good. There's only a little tiny bit. That's the one that's really good for just eating. And the second sort, like this, well, like there's a kind that's a little bit better than this kind. And that is really good for like fruit salad or something like that. And then there's some apples that are like worse. Then you can use them. Well, you can make compote really, really, really easy. That's the easiest thing to make. Those who are eating with me for Shabbos, they're getting compote. Here is also a very nice piece now. And, but you have to look at the apple carefully. And then here, compote, I'm going to tell you. And then after that, like in 3 minutes, I'm going to really start the class. I guess Hallel is really exhausted. We're missing also Meira. Okay, so compote is you make some thin slices of apple, or whatever. I like them thin. They don't have to be thin. And then you add raisins, like a slice like this, slices like that. and then you put it in the pot on low heat, even without water. It makes its own water. You can put a tiny bit of water on the bottom so it won't burn. You leave them just like really low heat for like 10 minutes or 15 minutes if you like it more soft. I don't like it so soft. And then it's delicious, and it will keep in the fridge for like 3 weeks. Yeah. Here, look how many good pieces we got. I hope everybody gets to taste a little bit. Don't be afraid of this work. I take this work as a work of like birur, clarifying the good from the bad. That's what this work is about. That's what this world is about. If this world is about clarifying the good from the bad. So, birur. I think we're not, birur. Here's another tiny piece that I could come up with. Now, this one, some people will just throw that out. And I understand, especially if you have chickens. But it's possible to get some more goods out of that. And this is like one of the worst apples from what I get, what Rachel picked. And it's still pretty good, right? Yes, what do you think? Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna start the real class now. I just wanted to demonstrate, because we have all these apples from my garden, and I want people to eat them, but I also don't want people to what do you call it? I don't want to be a stumbling block for anyone. I want to teach you how to eat them. Okay, and you can make things that you can make apple pie and apple cake, and do it, everybody. Because this is, when you live off the land, you live with what there is now. This is what there is now. That's where you eat now. You know, you don't go, okay, well, I feel like a mango or pear. No, you can't have mango and a pear. Now you have apples, and there's some grapes left, and you have some figs. This is what there is now. This is what Hashem gives now. If you buy a lot of other kind of fruits, then you won't be able to, how many fruits can a person eat in a day? So then you won't be able to eat the fruit that there is. Then they're going to go to waste. So therefore, this is a very different way of living than the Western way. You know, you choose to eat what there is. This is how our forefathers always lived, off the land. That's what it means. So I wanted to take this time to teach you that, because practical Judaism is also very important. And we have a mitzvah not to waste. So think about, check some recipes, have fun. I'll tell you one really quick recipe that's really easy. You put in a food processor, pieces of apple, you make it like grated, and then you can make an apple crumble. You put that on, I make an apple crumble gluten-free. I put on top sunflower seeds. If you have nuts, good, but sunflower seeds is like less expensive. Wait, I didn't finish. Sunflower seed with like some good oil, and some date syrup, coconut, whatever you want, and you crumble it, like a lot of it, on top of the apples. You put it in the oven, maybe 20 minutes, check it, smell it. If it's ready, check it. Doesn't need so long. And it's delicious. It won't be like a nice piece. It's something you have to eat with a spoon. You could eat it for breakfast even, because if you just put a little date syrup, it's not like crazy sweet. And so it's really easy, no? If you have a food processor, I can make an apple. Maybe I'll do that also tomorrow for Shabbos. Can make an apple crumble in like 10 minutes, big one, with the help of the food processor. Okay, so that's it for that. Now we're starting the real class. I'm going to record again and make it a separate recording. Okay. Well, we could put that on Facebook. Ask Ruth Esther for it, okay? Ask Ruth Esther.